What's going on, everybody? I wanted to hop on here real quick to give you guys an update. So, I told you guys on Friday that I had to get my x ray done on my feet and my ankles. And so, basically, it came back that, there's no fractures, there's no springs. So everything looks good. So today I had to actually meet with a podiatrist about the pain underneath my feet, and why it's like the sharp, like throbbing pain when I'm walking or standing for a certain amount of time. So what I was told, it's the it's like I guess like a muscle or something that's under my foot that is very stiff. So he recommended that I do foot exercises to try to loosen up that particular part of my foot underneath. Because the more it's stiff, it's like the more it's pulling. And he was saying, like, you don't want to get to the point where you tear something. And that would be another issue. So he recommended that I do twice a day, morning and night, these foot exercises. He also recommended that I do physical therapy, which I start in I think like 2 weeks. He also recommended that I wear a night splint on my feet, um, like an hour on one side and an hour on the other side. He also recommended that I put like this ointment on the bottom of my feet, like when I'm about to go, before I go to work, to help with the pain and like to soothe the muscle or whatever. So that's another option. Um, Also, he gave me some recommendations on some certain type of shoes I should wear. Um, Different brand name companies specifically made for like walking, hiking and stuff like that. So I'm going to check that out, and I'm definitely going to purchase a pair. He also told me about the insoles. So basically, I thought if I wear um, insoles that are more, how can I put it, more softer, not as hard as the ones that I had got from the doctor previous to me going today. Like in 2019, I was having the same problems when I had returned to work. But he was saying it's better to have the insoles that are kind of hard because it's more support, and the arch in my foot is like a high arch, and so it kind of like stabilizes my foot and it helps. So I don't know. I was thinking he was going to say like, okay, get something that's like softer, something that will help absorb like the impact of walking and walking and walking and standing for a long period of time. But he did not recommend that. Actually, he said he would never recommend that for any patient who is dealing with the same type of thing that I'm dealing with my feet. So, he gave me a website to get some brand new insoles. Actually, they're on Amazon, so I can go on Amazon and just purchase some new ones. So pretty much that's the update. I'm gonna do physical therapy, a couple of sessions or a few, maybe like four, and see how that goes. Um, Hopefully my feet will start to be able to, the pain level will come down, because another thing he said, like, it'll go away but it can still come back. So we're gonna see. So that's for that update. And so it was another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, having a will. I know sometimes it's scary to talk about that type of stuff. Even having life insurance, a lot of the times people don't want to talk about that. But you never know what could happen. Things can be unforeseen, and you leave your family picking up the pieces, having to pay for this out of their pocket. But by simply having life insurance, having a will, having an advance directive, so when you are in the hospital and you're not able to make those critical decisions, you have advance directive who can make those decisions for you. I know I had two, so if one wasn't available, they go to the next person. And so it's great to have one. Also, I wanted to talk to you guys about this particular legal document. It is actually a legal document, and it's kind of like your will. Okay. It's called Five Wishes. I actually got this particular document when I got my heart transplant up at Penn Medicine. And this right here, Five Wishes, and it basically let the people that you put in charge to make medical decisions for you, financial decisions, basically anything you want if you pass away, what you are expecting if you want to get cremated, you want to have a funeral, where you want to be buried at, what cemetery, just different things, so it won't be no type of confusion. So to be honest with you, when they first gave me this back in 2016, I was a little weirded out by it because I'm like, okay, I don't even want to think about this right now. Like, I'm just happy to be here. But when I thought about it, it's like, it's a very important thing you must discuss with your family, and it's something, if you don't want to discuss it with them, you always have this, and whoever that you put inside as your decision maker, you get three people. They each have to have a copy of this. So if they have to come up to the hospital, or if they have to make arrangements for your funeral or anything like that, they would know what to put in there. They would know what you want. So I wanted to say, so it's like, it says, my wish for the person I want to make care decisions for me when I can't, the kind of medical treatment I want or don't want, how comfortable I want to be, how I want people to treat me, what I want my loved ones to know. So these are the five wishes, and you just open this up, okay, and it explains to you about what the five wishes are and why it's important to have this particular legal document, okay? And the five wishes state, so it tells you all the states that accepts this legal document if it is presented by the decision maker that you choose. In that medical setting, they are supposed to go by what you said your wishes are for your medical care, etc. So we have District of Columbia, which is not a state, but it is included where the legal document will be recognized. They also have Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So these are all the states that you can use this legal document in. As you can tell, they do not have, yeah, I think they have all the states on here. Not all, I think we're missing some. Yep, we're missing some. But pretty much in these states, you can use this legal document. So like I said, on this page, you put 3 people. You put their name, address, phone number, these 3 people. And you want to be clear and make the conscious decision on who you want to be a decision maker. You can always update it if something may happen to that other person, or you just don't want that particular person to be a decision maker on your life. So you can always update it. If you want to remove someone or make changes to a different part on where you want to be buried at, what type of music you want, how you want your care to be. So they basically ask you to cross out anything you don't want your agent to do that is listed below. So basically, if you did not want one of these, for example, it has move me to another state to get the care I need or to carry out my wishes. Authorize or refuse to authorize any medication or procedure needed to help with pain. So if I did not want one of these, I would cross it out. And so that would not be a part of my medical care if I was not able to make my own decisions. And then down here, it has, you can add some extra stuff, some extra wishes, or go more in detail about what it is that you want. So this is what I was saying, like if you change your mind about having a healthcare agent, it says, I will destroy all copies of this part of the 5 wishes form, or tell someone such as my doctor or family that I want to cancel or change my healthcare agent, or write the word revoked in large letters across the name of each agent whose authority I want to cancel. Sign my name on that page. Okay. So they have different things on here. For example, close to death. If my doctor and another healthcare professional both decide that I am likely to die within a short period of time and life support treatment will only delay the moment of my death, choose one of the following. Okay, so it says I want to have life support treatment. I do not want life support treatment. If it has been started, I want it stopped. I want to have life support treatment if my doctor believes it could help, but I want my doctor to stop giving me life support treatment if it is not helping my health condition or symptoms. So this is another page where you can make one of the 3 decisions on how you will want this particular topic or a particular thing that could happen to be carried out. So then, this is wish number 3. And it has my wish for how comfortable I want to be. This is particularly dealing with pain. So that's wish number 3. Wish number 4, my wish for how I want people to treat me. And so some examples of that is like, I wish to have people with me when possible. I want someone to be with me when it seems that death may come at any time. I wish to have my hand held and to be talked to when possible, even if I don't seem to respond to the voice or touch of others. I wish to have others by my side praying for me when possible. So these are all the things that would be a wish of yours to make you feel more comfortable if you are going to transition over. And also, if you don't want any of these, you can cross it out, like I said, and they will not do they will not do the one that you did not want them to do that you crossed out. And wish number 5, it says, I wish for what I want my loved ones to know. Okay, and so it's different ones on here. There's like, after my death, I would like my body to be buried or cremated. My body or remains should be put in the following location. You can whatever funeral home that you choose to you want to go to be buried at. I wish for my family and friends to think about what I was like before I became seriously ill. I want them to remember me in this way after my death. What's wrong?
Can I have a honey bun?
Kingston 1, and then it's time to get in bed. I'm doing a video. Sorry, y'all. And it says, I wish for my family and friends to get counseling if they have trouble with my death. I want memories of my life to give them joy and not sorrow. So it's from your personal heart what you want your family to experience. It's never going to be quite the same. People are going to go through grief. They're going to experience death in their own type of way, how they cope with it. But this is something that you will want them to know. Also, it have on here, there is to be a memorial service for me. I wish for the service to include the following. And you can list music, songs, readings, or other specific requests that you have. And you can just put it in here, write what you want to write. And you would sign the back of it. And you need to get 2 witnesses, okay? 2. Is over 18. The individual appointed as agent by this document, his or her successor, the person health care provider, including owner or operator of a health long-term care or other residential or community care facility serving the person. So these are the people who cannot sign your document. So whatever agents that you put in place to carry out your 5 wishes for you, they cannot sign this document. Anybody in a healthcare facility, your healthcare provider, they cannot sign this document. An employee of the person's healthcare provider. So if it's not the doctor, the nurse can't sign it either. Financially responsible for the person's health care, an employee of a life or health insurance provider for the person, related to the person by blood, marriage, or adoption, and, to the best of my knowledge, a creditor of the person or entitled to any part of his or her estate under a will by operation of law. So, you have to get somebody that is not related to you in any type of way that I just got finished reading. So maybe you can do a coworker, somebody you trust, or perhaps one of your friends. I mean, one of your coworkers who may be a friend, but 2 friends, and you can do this. Or perhaps you can do your pastor. You can ask him if he would sign it for you. So it just can't be the things that I just named and the people that I just named. So it does says you have to get this document notarized if you live in Missouri, North Carolina, South Carolina, and West Virginia. It has to be notarized. But if you live in the other states that I named previously, you do not have to get it notarized, and it's still a binding legal document of yours. And also, if you don't have one, I would suggest that you get one. You get it post-transplant, pre-transplant or post-transplant. Also, with any type of illness, always ask your doctor for this, but actually the social worker who was at the hospital, she actually gave me this. This was after my transplant, and she gave me this document right here. So ask your doctor. How do you get in contact with the social worker? But if you are getting a transplant, you will, prior to everything, they go over your financial situation, not the social worker, but the person in finance. They will go over, a social worker will talk to you about, your home life, what you do for a living, just get details about you and who lives with you, do you have a caretaker who takes care of you, and things like that, or do you have family support? So, a social worker going to talk to you anyway. But if you want one before that, ask your healthcare provider. Do they have a document called 5 Wishes? Okay. 5 Wishes. Because you want to fill this out and get it going and give it to the people that you put as your agents to make your healthcare decisions. So definitely I recommend this. I recommend health insurance. And I also recommend for you to have life insurance. Sometimes we're grown, you gotta be grown about it, and it's important, and you're gonna have to have these talks with people that you love. Make sure you fill out, especially if you have children, especially if you don't want to leave your family trying to arrange a funeral for you. It's good to have life insurance to help cover that, and you have children, to give something to your children when you're gone. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Click the like button. If you have any questions or a comment, don't hesitate to comment or ask your question below. Also, share. Thank you guys. And I will be doing another video maybe later on in the week. It is my birthday on Thursday. I will be 35 years old. And I'm not for sure if I'm going to work yet, but I might work on my birthday. But I just want to tell you guys, you are a blessing. I love you guys, and continue to prosper, continue to pray, and continue to get plenty of sleep. Okay, good night, guys.